What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Hops Geek News, your home for comic books, movies, TV shows, and do you like pizza? Do you like pizza while doing some karate? Do you like doing karate in the streets of New York City with some friends who might be mutated with some secret ooze? Well, if so, this is the place for you because today we are talking about the 35th, yes, I said 35th, oh my God, anniversary.
Ow, my back.
Yeah, right.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze with our very beloved dear friend that I just get so excited anytime I see his face and hear his voice, DT, who, if you've known us for a while, he joins us for the Ninja Turtles. He's always a big proponent of our show, and just the things that he does on Space Castle is incredible in its own right. So as known opening segments, we're going to dive into the movie, but my beer of the week is from Martin House Brewing. It is called Shell Shock, and come on, man, it's the perfect. The can speaks for itself. So
I love that beer, man. I'm jealous. I went looking for it, trying to have it for this episode, and I couldn't find it. It's hard to get.
I feel like I had that one last year when we recorded. I know I've drank that one on the show before. I don't have a turtle beer, but you know what I do have? I bet you can't guess.
A turtle pint glass?
Side word, Jesus.
I have a sideward space wizard. I do have a turtle glass, but it's not Ninja Turtle. It's just a sea turtle.
I like turtles.
I've got a Ninja Turtle glass. So if you guys can see the etching, it's classic comic book Raphael. Yeah. My buddy Seth got me. This is actually the Mosaic, which is very, very special. I haven't had it before. Extra juicy bits from Weldworks in Greenlee, Colorado.
I love Weldworks, man. Their juicy bits alone is amazing.
Yes.
And I have one of their cans of frozen carbonite. Actually, I have the cans of Star Wars Legos because
awesome.
Shout out to Seth. I do love Seth.
Hell yeah,
well.
Dude, he's the best.
He's seriously so amazing. I love him so much. But yeah, dudes, we're here. It's the 35th anniversary. Somehow, I said earlier, I was talking to one of the kids at work.
At first.
I said 30th earlier to a kid at work. And I was like, yeah, it's the 30th. And I thought, no, dumbass, this is 35 years old and it holds up. It's the starting of this. I'm sorry, man. The way this movie starts, it's got the music, you're vibing, everybody's eating a slice. And
even the cop handcuffed to the
yeah, you know,
I love that shot.
Everybody's just chilling and eating a slice, dude. So like, DT, what's your relationship with this movie as a turtle fan? Because we've had you on for the last one.
I don't even know if we asked you to come on this or we just told you.
No, we just said, hey, we're doing. Guess what? Come on.
Yeah, I actually, just magically appeared here. Anytime you guys talk Ninja Turtles, I just kind of show up. So
he knew.
Say Raphael 3 times, and
I just leave this window open all the time and hope that you guys just show up sometimes to talk to me.
With it's a box of pizza and some turtles, and he comes floating on in, brother.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm like the Kool-Aid man. You order pizza and I just bust through the fucking wall with a copy of Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze. Yeah.
I mean, because you were talking to us before about how I believe it was your dad that took you to the first one and all that. So what is this one just as special? What is your relationship with Secret of the Ooze, man? Because this one, man, it's amazing.
Yeah. So I was 6 when the first one came out, and this one came out literally a year, almost to the day. Like the first one came out March 30th of 1990. This one came out March
6 and 7, you could say.
I was 7, so I was just the perfect age for this movie. So mom and dad took me and my sister out, and she was probably 5 years old. And I remember vividly being in the theater and watching this movie at 7 years old and just being so fucking hyped. And then knowing our parents to death by singing "Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go" the entire car ride home. Yeah,
the whole ending sequence taking place in a club to "Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go."
When he performs that, Ninja Turtles come out. Like I saw him at the Tortuga Music Festival, ironically Tortuga, on the beach a couple years ago, and he brought the Ninja Turtles out when he sang Go Ninja. It's like his second claim to fame. It's just that and Vanilla Ice. Ice Ice Baby.
I mean, if you're known for it, why not ride the wave all the way? I would too, man.
Absolutely,
it's hard to top that. Yeah,
it is. But Lauren, do you have a special relationship with this movie at all? I know you. I don't expect you to be going to the theaters at, 45 years old when you were but a wee lass.
Exact same age as DT. I think I'm
42.
When you were done working in the salt mines.
So I don't remember the first time I saw this one, but this movie was played on repeat in our house. And what was funny is the other night, I think we were watching Scream or something, and New Line Cinema came up, and I asked my 13-year-old and my husband, what movie do you think of when you see this? Because to me, New Line Cinema is Secret of the Ooze.
Yeah,
Nope.
it's for me, it's Ninja Turtles or it's Freddy Krueger. So
I
it was
was
like awesome, hell yeah, party time, or like, oh my god, I need to leave the room because I'm gonna have fucking nightmares. Like, New
nightmares.
Line
I'm
Cinema,
gonna die.
and then of course it became associated with Lord of the Rings when I got older. But New Line Cinema, I had this like the weirdest fucking relationship with them. Just seeing that logo was either like joy or terror.
I mean,
weren't sure what was coming next, but you were like cautiously excited.
Yeah, right.
Also, like when HBO does their, it's like sometimes I'll just start singing
Oh
in my head or
I think Game of Thrones. I immediately pop into the do. It doesn't matter what it is.
I think I still woke up this morning. I think that's my default there.
Mine's douchey. It's the theme from Entourage because I went to film school right when Entourage was popular.
I watched that movie or that show quite often.
It's problematic now, but I was super fucking into it.
So problematic.
Really problematic then too.
Probably, yeah. Honestly,
less so than it is now. But yeah, I mean, this movie, man,
and it had turtle in it. Sorry.
It did.
Oh my god, full circle. There we go.
It did. But
this is why you guys pay me the big bucks.
This is the movie where they discover their origins. Man, they're gonna save New York City because old Shredder's back, and there's a very annoying scientist all at the same time. And
David Warren's not annoying.
Didn't annoy me.
He wasn't annoying, but I definitely feel as though there were some times where they're like, "You're a scientist" or whatever. They're making fun of him a little bit. And
he's a scientist.
I'm something of a scientist myself.
It's certainly no scientist that creates Bane and Poison Ivy. That's for sure. So
fair.
If we're talking in the realm of like 80s, 90s scientists and movies and everything like that, the mad scientist, he's not very mad, but
he's pretty nice.
He was chill by all means, and he did the right thing at the end, I guess. It's all.
I don't know, man. He eated with that vial of ooze at the end and just vanished. Like nobody knows what happened to him.
True. That is a good point.
Vial of ooze. He just leaves the nightclub, and we never see him again.
Maybe he's Bane.
Maybe
that's when he develops and turns into
absolute Bane.
Maybe he developed a very special and unique workout routine that he marketed on VHS tapes later that year.
Or maybe he became one Ivan Ooze, perhaps.
Oh,
all right.
He hates teenagers. Okay. Anyways, Michael Pressman, and it was written by Kevin Eastman, Peter Laird, and Todd W. Langan. It stars Paige Turco as April O'Neil, which, come on, man. That one, that was a weird, that was, we'll get
jarring.
Into this.
Yeah.
David Warner as Professor Jordan Perry, Michael Sisti as Michelangelo, Leif Tilden, Donatello, Ken Scott as Raphael, Mark Caso, as Leonardo, Kevin Clash as Master Splinter, Ernie Reyes Jr. as Kino, and Francois Chow as Shredder. We are in New York City in the 90s. I'm going to go through the recap real quick and we'll talk scenes.
Yeah, man.
Everybody is devouring pizza, man. Kino, the pizza delivery guy, goes to drop off more pizzas. He stumbles upon a lot of pantyhose wearing thieves and so he tries to be a vigilante. He holds up his own at this point, right? Like,
let's clarify that they're wearing the pantyhose on their faces. They're not just.
And then the guy takes it off, and he's just like,
I know, he's not even trying to hide. Do kids even know what pantyhose are anymore?
I don't think they do.
I remember when I was like, I never wore pantyhose. I remember when I was in like undergrad and like I had to start wearing suits, and my mom's like, "You have to wear pantyhose." I'm like, "Says who?" I don't think that's a thing anymore.
I don't think anybody wears them. Do they? People like
maybe children. So
I've never seen.
Doesn't know. They're essentially tights for grown women.
Yeah, they're just going to your skirts, your dresses, things like that. Because God forbid you show a little leg. But
you used to not be able to wear pants like in court until like the 80s or some crazy shit like that.
I told you when Lauren was coming up, women's jobs, the kitchen.
I'm the same age as CT.
We both remember the suffragette movement. We're good. Don't worry about it. He's the.
He was out there marching for women's rights. It's okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But the scene is fun because he does do some fun little. He takes down the guys who take off their pantyhose and
no martial arts.
Yeah, and then a whole group shows up basically, and that's kind of that. And then turtles show up and get this fight. But to go from the pizza to like a fun fight, a sweet fight.
As
Lord,
they show up, we get a freeze frame. I mean, come on, we don't get freeze frames like we used to.
For real.
And then, the bad guys, some attempt to run, some stay and get their butt kicked. And then Mikey does the yo-yo and around the world. And he fights with some cold cuts. And then Kino goes to call the cops and he comes back and they're in a pile and the pizza's gone and there's cash there. I mean, this was an amazing fight. And then he pretends to be the little Who is it? I think it was Donnie pretended to be the little
the inflatable clowns.
Yes,
that had the weights in the
like
bottom.
I had one of those. Yeah.
Oh, I did too.
You can box them and stuff. Yeah.
It reminded me of the clown from Home Alone in the shower.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uncle Frank. Yeah.
Yes, you nosy little pervert.
You're really cooking now, Frankie.
But it was a good fight, and then they immediately kind of go and they go back to April O'Neil's house, and I'm kind of jumping ahead, but because we do meet Shredder again, and Justin Hammer he's messing around with the trash compactor. Okay,
all over the place.
Do you want to take over? I'm sorry. You're right. I got excited.
Susie from Curb Your Enthusiasm. Here's your Tim Lee.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I skipped an entire paragraph. That's on me. I got really excited to talk about April O'Neil's jarring return to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I'll let Lauren take over. Go ahead.
So Susie from Curb Your Enthusiasm, apparently she plays the exact same character in this movie because she's April's neighbor and she's none too pleased with her doing all that jumping and aerobics. Yeah. Because I saw when I looked on IMDb that she was in this.
Do you want your neighbors to be making that kind of noise? I don't.
But Susie is
my roommates make that kind of noise now. My roommates being my kids.
Susie's a terrible human being in Curb Your Enthusiasm, and she seems to be a terrible human being in this. So,
okay, what's so wrong about wanting your neighbors not to be jumping around in an apartment building in New York City that you're overpaying as is?
The way she is, I can just hear her being like,
I don't know, Lauren.
You, Larry. You're a horrible person, Larry. I don't know. I mean, kudos to the actress because I don't think she's like that in real life. So, all right. So April then walks around the house and she's cleaning up, but she's acting very annoyed and like their mom. Oh, this is Michelangelo's. Oh, this is Leonardo's. And they can't go back to the sewer yet because they're worried the foot will come back and get them. And then Mikey totally reenacts the first movie for us, kind of like Olaf, or what's his face from Ant-Man.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So enter Splinter dropping some wisdom. A true ninja is a master of all things. And then Raph rudely mocks Leonardo for saying, yes, Master Splinter. And then they both get in trouble and they have to do backflips as punishment. Now we're at the dump. Now
I'd be so dead if that was my punishment, man. I can't do a backflip. I'd be dead.
Well, then later Mikey fakes it and jumps.
Again, your punishment in this apartment building is doing backflips. You're like a 600-pound at most, or at least turtle.
I was thinking that on my recent rewatch too. It's like, holy shit, how would you like to live upstairs to like teenage ninjas who are doing like 25 backflips
These turtles
in a row?
are heavy. No,
and
I'm sorry. These turtles are not light. You see those shells? No. Those shells alone are like 300 pounds.
Absolutely. Yeah.
See, I thank you, DT. Somebody here with some dang science on their side.
Also, can we talk real quick about April's fucking upgrade in this movie? That is a massive goddamn apartment in Manhattan. Like that corner office job.
Oh my God.
That promotion she got from the first movie must have fucking paid in dividends because my God, man. That apartment, it's 2 stories.
It is.
It's a 2-story apartment.
I've never, a beautiful view of the city. You can see the Twin Towers.
Yeah, man.
To be fair,
movie on.
Rent probably wasn't what it is today, where they probably put that apartment that was 2 stories and they turned it into about 6 different apartment rooms now, in charge triple, quadruple. So
maybe they live near Monica and Rachel, who was
Monica.
Is rent controlled? Yeah.
Well, she's a reporter, but how do you guys feel about the obvious recasting of April? Because it's been something that's always been debated amongst fans, and it is very jarring at first.
As a kid, I hated it.
Yeah, it's really weird.
As an adult, I think I still hate it.
I don't like it. She doesn't really do a whole lot in this movie in general, but like
she doesn't have a personality in this movie.
Exactly. She's very much just sort of set dressing, like she kind of was in the cartoon too. The first movie, like Judith Haig was just great, and she was feisty, and she was fiery, and she was angry, and like she didn't take no guff, and like she was an active participant in everything that happened in that movie, and she wasn't just the sort of set dressing that they kind of rewrote the character as and kind of thrust upon Paige Turco. But Judith Haig didn't want to come back because she thought the first movie was quote unquote too violent, which I'm sure we're going to talk a lot about in this episode. So they had to recast her, and I think Paige Turco is serviceable. She's a good actress.
She doesn't
do anything wrong. Yeah, she's not abrasive. She's just
the problem is because April O'Neil at times we've come to know her as she gets in the mix.
Yeah.
But in this is April O'Neil being like, hey, I got this apartment that's really nice. I got this fancy job. I can't be messing with any of this. You guys are on your own.
Right.
And it is kind of weird because
in the first one, she's a main character. She's relevant to the entire story. We feel for her. We see her going through things. This one, she's literally just there to move the plot forward. I felt like.
Exactly. Yeah, she is. She's just there to bring continuity and also give the turtles a place to hang out and live until they find their lair again. But you know, we do get Shredder back, and again, this is where Justin Hammer was over here messing with the trash compactor button. Yes, somehow Master Shredder has returned. Okay. And his second in command has yet to deal with his anger yet. And they say that April is the key to finding the turtles. Again, she's there as a plot device, right? He wants revenge on them. Very understandable. I get it. Now, April's on site with TGRI and a professor who explains why they're uncovering pollution that was buried there years ago. April's news guy sees and creeps around the site, finds giant dandelions, which turns out that there were canisters buried there 15 years ago. And April's guy is working for Master Shredder. He ends up turning out to be like one of the lead bad Foot Clan ninjas. And I'm like, this guy, because there's that scene where he goes, to be one of us, you have to work in the cloud of smoke and silent. And I'm like, this guy is 6'3", gangly, and a nerd.
So was Danny. He wasn't 6'3". He was probably 5'10" and gangly and a nerd. She has no intuition in like reading people. Like that's consistent.
No, I'm just saying like my man over here was Master Shredder's like number 2 ninja or number 1 ninja. I'm like, this guy really?
But also Danny.
No wonder he keeps losing is all I'm going to say.
Well, they had like 6-foot ninjas left in the very beginning of the movie because they were all like,
true.
Oh, we knew our fallback place was the junkyard if anything bad happened. And that's why they're in the junkyard hanging out when Shredder shows up again. But that somehow they recruit a whole mess of new like foot ninjas, one of which
they just come out of nowhere,
almost potentially Kino. And then by the end of the movie, they get like 200 fucking foot soldiers like standing around a like construction zone. This entire movie takes place over the course of like 3 days.
This isn't a long movie. It's an hour and like 25 minutes
extra
long.
In a movie.
Yeah. And this movie takes place like 48 hours after the first movie because the Foot Clan are still dirty from the fight in the first movie. And they run to the junkyard, but somehow April's in like this massive fucking like corner apartment that she's already moved into and settled into.
After
and,
her
like,
whole place burned down.
Yeah, exactly. It's that it doesn't make sense as a grown up, but when I was 7 years old, I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm along for the ride.
Like in the grand scheme of things,
it was that close.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, I didn't realize either as a kid. Now you're like, wait a second. But the turtles do clean up April's apartment to surprise her, and Splinter's been on what?
You can't skip the best part.
I'm sorry. There's like a big bug like going in my light right here, and it's distracting me. And I thought it was a cockroach at first.
Don't go into the light, man.
It scared me. That's why I jumped. But I think it's just a stink bug. That's all it is.
All right. So wax on, wax off, wax on. Mouth off. You have to say that. I say that every time like watching Cobra Kai, that just line went through my head.
Dude, I'm sorry, man. Jeez. Listen, Splinter shows up. He's got the canister. He found the turtles in his canister. All right. This is their beginning. And they're like, what? This is what we come from, man. And they're all just kind of heartbroken.
Your test tube babies.
Listen, all right. They probably didn't have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars like some people have to. So.
Yeah. Ouch. We did skip over my favorite part of the entire movie, though, and it's unfortunate and it's a bad bit of editing and it's kind of terrible. But when they're like talking about stuff and they're wondering where Splinter is, and April's like, "Where's Splinter? Oh, he's up on the roof. What's he doing?" And Splinter just says, "Coming."
Oh gosh.
To a decision. Listen, there is such a long pause between coming.
I'm sorry, but to be fair to Master Splinter, that apartment is overcrowded. Okay,
right. And I'm like, damn, Splinter's just up there on the roof, just having a ball in plain view. Wow,
hey, he's a single dad. He's got
a single dad. That apartment complex is not big enough for all of them to live in and get privacy. Okay.
Fair. Plus, Michelangelo's got that Paulina Poroskova poster on the wall all the time. Like, you're right. You're right. Poor Splinter.
And not to like knock Judith at all, but I will say April in this one is much better to look at.
Oh, I don't know, man. I like those redheads.
But she's so conservative.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like I like the first one more.
We definitely know she grew up to vote a certain way. Yeah, but like.
But the first one's more natural. She's more sweaty. She's more.
All right, I'll give you that.
Okay. She's freckly. I like freckles. She's a fiery redhead.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'll give it to you.
You're
Fair.
Wrong.
Either way, Master Splinter has probably not gone on a single date forever. Okay, he's a giant rat. How many dates is this man getting?
This is New York in the '90s. Probably a lot.
You should go to
I've
the Nutcracker.
seen some of the dudes, some of you girls and women go out with. All right, I'm just saying. Now, at this point, Katsu, the angry dude, kidnaps the Ooze and the professor while the turtles sneak into TGRI. Let's do it.
TGIF.
No,
it was the 90s.
Donnie sees on the laptop that one canister is still active. Do a little hacker man in the 90s, if you will, while the Foot Clan sneaks in with their 3 people left. And there's no luck. Now, Katsu has the very last canister. They fight over it. The bad guys win. They get to the professor. What's the Ooze going to do, man? What's it going to do?
Let's find out.
Well, we're going to take a break because the turtles, unfortunately, have to move out. April has evicted them. They're out. And
She's
Kino's
like,
at the door.
She didn't evict them.
I know, but
you guys are fine here.
They're out. She was like, "Oh, don't go!
Oh no, don't go, please!"
But Kino shows up and he's claiming to have some za, dude. She didn't order any of this pizza.
Right in. So
and
again, she has
he
no
waltzes.
personality. She doesn't even try to stop him. She doesn't even seem to care. The first April would have been like, "Excuse me."
Not to mention, we are 2 days removed from the events of the first movie where April knows there are attacking ninjas out there, but she just lets Kino waltz in with this pizza.
Also, we're just a couple of days removed from like the turtles like masterfully hiding from Charles in the first movie. So like clumsily just jumping behind counters in this one. Like, come on.
They're
like,
hiding underneath furniture.
Right. They were like on the ceiling before.
They made this one a little bit more silly, I feel like.
They all wanted to get caught.
Well,
it's because Ernie Reyes Jr. is fucking cool.
Okay, but he is awesome. They saw his fight moves, all right?
Yeah. They had to make it goofier. That was the whole thing. And we'll get to that when we get to the fun facts. But
but he does see Raphael's toe. He steps on it, and the turtles come out, and then Splinter comes out and makes him pass out. And guess what? Master Splinter story time again.
Have you ever seen anybody in real life pass out from shock? Like that used to happen. It used to happen as much as you would see quicksand in movies. Neither of these things have ever happened to me in real life.
I thought there were going to be a lot more problems than they were. Instead, I just get irrationally angry. So
I want to know why, like Kino is like totally fine with meeting 4 giant mutant turtles that are beating the shit out of a bunch of gang members in a shopping mall.
Chill, but and then the rats.
Then meeting Splinter's like, nope, that's too much for me. See you later,
but to
guys.
be fair, a giant rat. Okay, but turtles are cute. Rats?
It's New York in the 90s. He was seeing 6-foot rats all the time.
Splinter is the OG New York pizza rat.
Judging where he probably delivers pizzas to, he probably was.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
where he was delivering pizzas from, if we're being entirely honest. Like,
yeah, I don't think it's probably there's no health codes. It's the 90s, man.
I didn't see any hairnets. No.
I didn't see any hairnets.
You know, they are talking about the origins. They go back to the sewer as Mikey's Casablanca. You know, Casablanca says goodbye.
Maybe not today. Maybe it's horrible.
Mikey falls in the perfect spot. Guess what? We've got a new home.
His Cagney's way better. Yeah.
Now at this point, the professor has created freaks for Master Shredder. They unleash the freaks. They probably don't like that term freaks.
Well, they said freaks. They were like,
they probably don't like the term freaks.
Well,
there's a snapping turtle and a wolf who are actually our background. Here has one of them. Anyways, he says they will call him Master. They go with Mama and hug him, and he's mad that they are babies.
Babies.
Not the Mama. Now, they're stupid. They're infants. They're pretty stupid. And Shredder wants them disposed of.
Maybe they're stupid.
Ooh, Shredder, a little too late to do the abortion thing, buddy. They're already born at this point. Sorry.
That's
so
called murder.
They have some useful attributes like being strong. So we got Taka and Rosa. And now the Foot Clan is recruiting. They're out there doing their thing. Kino goes undercover. Raphael helps him get in. They all get busted. And Raph tells Kino to run and get the others. Eventually, Raph is taken over. That's when Kino's like, it's Raphael. You know, he sees Shredder's back. Kino got some reinforcements.
Quick aside there. I just recently bought the Arrow films 4K restoration of the entire trilogy, and I've been rewatching them. And I have never seen these movies more clearly than I have in like the last few days. Did you guys know that Michael Jai White is in line to join the Foot Clan with Kino?
Is he really?
He is. Black Dynamite is in his movie.
I was going to say,
like, am I supposed to know who that is? Who is that?
Michael J.
You
don't know
Black Dynamite. He was Spawn. Yeah, he's awesome. He's just this fantastic, he's martial artist and actor.
Yeah, he was. He wasn't. He was supposed to be Bronze Tiger. That's who he was in the Arrowverse.
Yeah.
Lauren, you know him as Bronze Tiger in Stephen Amell's Arrowverse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's him. He's a masterful martial artist. I had no idea he was in it.
Yeah,
oh, cool.
I didn't either. 12 hours ago when I watched this movie in 4K. Also, oh my God, the scene where they're watching April O'Neil interview Professor Perry. Michelangelo's not eating a churro. He's eating like a fucking Toblerone. I've never seen this movie as clearly. I've watched it.
Candy bar.
It's amazing what modern technology can do for these movies, where you can vividly see.
Well, he also you hear like a crack or something, don't you?
Well, I always thought it was a churro.
Like churros are soft.
But I've only ever seen
churros are kind of crunchy on the outside
and DVD, and I've seen it in 4K now, and like it's expanded my consciousness.
You've never seen.
I ended up paying to rent it. I was not about.
I paid to rent it too.
Through our DVDs.
Well, I had it on DVD, but I was at work, and then I tried to use my Plex account, but my Plex account kept freezing, and so I just said, Amazon, God dang it, here's $3.49. Let me watch this movie.
Secret of the Ooze deserves it.
Yeah,
you know what? I'm still paying. If I'm going to throw money towards anything, I'm glad it's the Ninja Turtles.
I think our VHS probably broke. We watched it so much.
Yeah, well, in the movie though, back to the movie speaking of 4K, guess what? They're about to become turtle kebabs because this whole thing was a trap until Master Splinter is a master on. I was thinking Robin Hood, but this dude is Green Arrow, Hawkeye.
And he says cowabunga.
He does. He goes cowabunga in just such a cool way, dude. Master Splinter's got the Riz. He's so cool.
That's what I'm saying, man. He gets dates.
This man 100%. Definitely goes on dates.
He has so much Riz, he would never say Riz.
Cowabunga, boom, and nails with the bow and arrow, okay? Because the bigger they are, the more bones they break, all right? Big whole thing fights. That's when Mikey finds his sewer. They then escape with the professor.
He's like, now, a sewer. What do you call it? Manhole or whatever?
Oh, yeah. They bring the professor back to their new home, and good for them. They found the one sewer in New York City that still has electricity, I guess. But, the professor is very excited about the turtles because they're all intellectual beings.
Skipped my Winnie the Pooh line.
Yeah,
they managed to get away because Taka then jumps into the sewer and gets stuck like Winnie the Pooh, giving them time for their escape. That's very relevant to the story.
All right, it is. Okay, you're right.
Now back in their new home.
The professor basically goes, hey, yeah, big whole thing happened. You guys were exposed. Lots of big mistakes. Sorry about these canisters. Yikes.
A lot of people are created because of big mistakes. You're not the only one.
It happens. New Year's Eve, science, it happens, okay? So Shredder then lets his little infant creatures go out and destroy parts of the city. While the news and cops are out, April's new camera guy grabs her in the foot attire and tells her he's got a message for her friends. He's going to send Taka and Razor into Central Park next time, unless the turtles meet him. And the professor, then light bulb idea.
That would have been a great sequel.
I gotta say, Toka and Razor are going to Central Park in New York City in the 90s. Toka and Razor probably would have got fucked up.
I'm just going to point out that it's the 90s. Toka and Razor going to Central Park.
Could survive.
Thank you. I was about to point out.
He would have run into the pigeon lady, and the pigeon lady would have fucked him up. Yeah.
You guys are reading my mind because I was literally about to say these two. The turtles are going to get there.
It ain't much better in here.
You're going to see the pigeon lady have already taken these two out, or Kevin McAllister's evil ass has taken them out, and the turtles are going to show up and be like, "Oh, well, okay then," because the 90s Central Park, bad time. All right,
they told the Taka and Razor to have fun, and so they probably would have had fun.
They weren't going to have fun,
but it might not have been in a violent way. It probably would have been like, "Oh, they're going to feed the birds." They're going to do all these fun things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, did you know that
song, like an Enchanted?
The professor was going to make a cool anecdote, and it's going to be in a big Bart Simpson glass, and they just have to get them to drink it.
Which is funny. 35 years later, there's still new.
Is Schwarzenegger hard to spell? By the way, is that when he said that? I tried to spell it, and then came to the conclusion that I cannot spell Schwarzenegger. So
you proved Michelangelo correct.
I did. They do put the new ooze in the donuts. It's an ancient ritual of a pre-fight donut. If it doesn't work, a fight ensues. Or it doesn't work.
I love how Shredder's just like, sure, let them eat these donuts for this pre-fight ritual.
There's definitely nothing going on here.
Master Shredder's like, all right, I've been gone for all of 24 hours. Maybe something has changed. All right.
Shredder's like, no, the traditional pre-fight donut. We did that in Japan too. 100%. Yeah.
Right. I knew that.
Like, hand me one, bros.
This takes us to, the Vanilla Ice fight, okay? It's a whole thing. Everyone's fighting. There's hostages taken. There's people that are like, this is the best night ever because they're watching Ninja Turtles fight to go ninja, go.
It's Green Machine gonna rock the town without being seen. Have you ever seen
Turtle get down?
Yeah.
Go ninja, go.
Listen.
There's our copyright infringement.
cocaine's a hell of a drug. And that's exactly
if Vanilla Ice wants to come after you guys for copyright infringement, that's ironic, right?
I think we made it, but also
let's also talk about the fact that the man is most famous for ripping off Queen and David Bowie, but somehow he comes up with a brand new song on his own on the fly in the middle of a nightclub.
Exact beat.
Hey, don't put her under pressure like that.
Oh,
interesting. Yes. So Kino gets involved. Shredder's taking hostages now. Kino knocks her out of his hands. A speaker blows Shredder away. Taka and Razor are officially regular animals again. Everything's over. Nice. Cowabunga, dudes. And there's a fist in the air that's through a dock, revealing that Shredder has drank the last vial of the mini ooze.
Yeah, one mini vial on him.
Super Shredder. He starts knocking the deck down. He takes himself out somehow, but the turtles also become masters of the environment. Head to the water because, the turtles, dude. And that's the end of Shredder. Boom. Everything's done. April thinks the turtles on air.
Survived that. A deck fell on top of him. Pieces of wood.
Yeah.
He survived being crushed in the back of a garbage can in the first movie, though, allegedly. I'm not buying it.
No. Yeah. So that's how this one kind of wraps up.
Also, how did the ooze mutate his armor?
I was wondering that too. I go, oh wow, great.
So it works on organic and non-organic material.
Wait, this is very good for science. The Professor Perry should have been taking notes.
Maybe that's where he is. He's taking that last canister of ooze and he's testing it on different materials.
That's exactly what he's doing. Yeah.
Well, there's no way a deck took him out.
Did you mention Splinter's last making his funny?
What?
He made another funny.
What was this funny?
So April then thanks the turtles on air in a note from the professor. Splinter asks the turtles, were you seen? And they're like, no. And then Splinter shows them a newspaper of them at Vanilla Ice's party.
Because they print newspapers at 9:00 at night on the weekends.
Listen, it's in the 90s.
They're like showing up right away. And
Splinter gets one delivered in the sewer somehow. Like, what do we have?
I was just going to say maybe it was Ben Urich.
They would have had that out there for one. Number two, Splinter definitely seems like the type to get, newspapers delivered, because what else is he doing besides absolutely sniping
the sewer? And he's
probably sniping somebody's face inside the newspaper. I don't know. It's target practice. Right. He's got to read. I don't know. Okay.
So Splinter holds it up and then he's like, oh, they got to go do their backflips. And of course it freeze frames on their backflip as Splinter says, go ninja, go ninja. And then he goes, I made another funny.
But like that's the song of this entire movie for me, first and foremost.
It's the song of the entire 90s.
This was the best song of the entire movie. Like, of course, come on. It makes me want to try to do backflips. I'll break my neck, but I'll try.
I can do one in the pool underwater.
There you go.
Already underwater.
I can't even do one on a trampoline. I'm too dang tall, man.
I'm not doing a backflip. I said underwater. That just means you swim backwards.
I know. I can do a handstand in water. I'm pretty cool. No big deal. But yeah, dudes, okay, so DT, you're 7 years old. You just watched the sequel to one of your favorite movies of all time. Mm-hmm. Did it live up in your mind to 7-year-old DT and current day DT with the 4K restoration?
Yeah. So as a kid, I immediately loved it. It was Ninja Turtles. I was 7 years old. It was it was literally a year after the first movie came out, which
back when we would get sequels, right? And not 4 to 6 years after.
Matt they didn't have to do all the CGI and they didn't cast Robert Pattinson.
Well, to be fair, it takes Robert Pattinson 4 to 6 years to walk from point A to point B. So,
but as a kid, April O'Neil being recast was a little bit jarring. Donatello looking and sounding totally different was a little bit jarring. That was weird, I still loved the movie. I still do love the movie.
I do too. Man.
As an adult, there's an obvious tonal shift from the first movie. And as an adult, I know why and how it happens. But as a kid, I was so ingrained and involved with the cartoon and the action figures that the second movie being more in line with the cartoon just played to my sensibilities as a kid. So it made sense to me as a kid. As an adult, it's you can see parents complained the first movie was too violent. Golden Harvest and New Line Cinema, they freaked out that they thought the movie was too dark and too violent. People quit the sequel because they didn't want to be in a movie that was that violent. Michelangelo doesn't use nunchucks. Nobody uses any weapons aside from Donatello in the very end.
Thank you.
It's a totally different animal from the first movie because by that time, the Turtles had just exploded. Like they were able to make that first movie under the radar before the massive popularity really started and get away with a lot of stuff. And by the time Secret of Ooze was greenlit, like they were just out to make a movie to just appeal to kids and nobody else, to get all those parents' dollars and make something that was in line with the cartoon, which I understand.
I'm so glad though you brought up the fact that there are no weapons used, because that feels sacrilegious. Knowing that the turtles,
April used
one, yeah, but each ninja
just a gag though. Yeah,
like it's
terrible.
Part of who they are, though. That's what's crazy, because that's literally part of their character. Is each one? That's how you can tell them
has
apart.
A color and a weapon.
Yeah, thank you. And so it is very sacrilegious to be like, oh, they don't. And then the complaint then of it's too violent compared to what we allow the youth to get away with watching now.
So watching the movie in 4K, I noticed something else. Michelangelo never actually has nunchucks at all. They have like blocks of wood in holsters on his belt. So the only time he comes close is the combat cold cuts in the opening fight in the shopping mall.
So it's like when Deadpool goes to Disneyland and he has chimichangas in his
right, exactly. But even overseas, they had to cut out the combat cold cut scene because it was still too close to nunchucks for those audiences.
Can you see my fun facts, DT? You're ruining what's coming.
Oh shit! I'm so. No, I'm living turtle fun facts.
Stop going.
I know. I don't know why I looked these up when you were coming on. That was stupid.
Ignore that.
It was a waste of my time. No, I agree, but honestly, like as a kid, being 6 and then turning the age of 7, because I refuse to say those numbers together.
Lauren was 6, then she was 7.
This was my favorite of the trilogy because I think it was the most fun. I always loved the first one too, and I always completely forgot about the third one. Maybe we'll revisit that next year. I have not watched that one since the 90s.
Is it the 35th anniversary of that one next year too?
I don't know. I think I literally watched that one once and never again.
I think that was going to say 91
we should do
or 92.
3 ninjas rather than doing Ninja Turtles 3.
Oh my god, I am so down for 3 ninjas.
I love 3 ninjas.
I watched that movie. Like I have a 3 ninjas T-shirt in my closet. No joke. I love that movie.
That or Beverly Hills Ninja, man. I love that one too.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Or like Surf Ninjas with Ernie Reyes Jr.
Yes. I don't know, man. It's just, I do like that the beginning of this movie, they did shout out Jim Henson, though, by the way. That was a touching tribute to start the movie, because obviously it was the creature shop that designed all the animatronics, which, listen, man.
What? Actually, that goes into, go ahead and finish your thought, and then we can jump into fun facts.
I don't have thoughts.
Oh, you have no thoughts. Okay.
I always have thoughts. I was just saying, like, but
you're a thoughtful person.
I'm just saying, as it was an homage to the company, okay? So that's what happened.
Well, my name is DTRI, like TZR.
I saw that too right after we started.
Dang, I didn't have enough time to think of anything clever. Dang.
I know. I quickly
all the easy ones.
Master Splinter. But so also going to the violence, though, it's like that's more reason why we need Ronin, like the last Ronin. Like our generation
canceled that too, which sucks.
They're saying it's still going to happen.
Oh my god! If somebody figures out a way to make it happen, that'd be amazing. But I don't see Paramount making that movie.
Please. No. Paramount, no.
Is Michael Bay allowed to touch anything legally anymore?
Himself, maybe.
I mean,
probably all he should be allowed to touch. Okay,
maybe not even that.
So, Secret of the Ooze. So the title was supposed to be more relevant than it was, because it was supposed to be revealed that the ooze was from the alien race Outram, like in the comics. Professor Perry was supposed to be Outram. And of course, you mentioned Corey Feldman not being there. Unfortunately, this was back when he was having issues with substance abuse and whatnot, and he was in that rehab, and so that's why he didn't. He seems to be doing good now, so that's, I think, awesome. Maybe not.
Listen, he's living his best life on the stage. Okay?
Yeah, that's totally fair. Okay? Yeah.
Listen,
I mean, if he played Denver, I would go see Corey Feldman.
He's at Comic-Con. I saw him at MegaCon, I think, last year, actually, or something.
Is he coming next year? A bunch of the Goonies are going to be there.
I don't think he's on the list, though, for this one, which kind of sucks, because if he was on it, I probably would overpay to get a cast shot with the Goonies just because he's there.
Well, I watched Goonies with Logan recently, and when he's like interpreting for the cleaning lady because he speaks fluent Spanish and he's saying everything inappropriate, Logan's like, "That's not what she said," and I was like, "Oh god, shouldn't have taught you to read."
Rip.
All right, so the fight double for Donatello, Stephen Ho, kept the Donatello head and actually became a stand-up comedian, and he uses it in his act.
At least it's going to good use, because you've seen how deteriorated they got when nobody bothered to touch them and they wanted to put them up for auction or whatever, and they're just creepy, grimy looking.
I love them though. It's so crazy. It's awesome.
It
It looks
is,
like
but
the original like Yoda just like fell apart or whatever.
yeah, those
Yeah.
puppets, they didn't have the material. Like
But
nobody
like
took care
Jabba
of
the
them.
Hutt, all that's left of Jabba the Hutt is just the eyes because the latex
Ooh.
body is just dissolved over time.
Oh, it's not because he
It's
ate
such a shame.
himself because he was trapped inside somewhere with no food.
Well, he got
We
blown
need-
up, but yeah.
We need to do Spaceballs right before the second one comes out. 100%. We have to
totally.
do Spaceballs.
Oh man.
All right, DT's coming
We
on for that
do.
one too. I need
We
someone
do.
my age.
Somebody that was alive during that movie's release.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so after the darkness of the first movie, we were literally just talking about this. The weapons weren't
Darkness?
used in this. Yeah, and you know what? Bane was born out of the dark.
Not a single
Looks
weapon in
better.
sight. Just a couple, just a bunch of bros being dudes, man.
This is also why somebody very important is missing. Casey Jones.
Yeah.
I do miss Casey Jones in this movie a lot. It's probably more egregious than the April O'Neil casting to do nothing in this movie. Because Casey was such a badass in the first one. He became part of the team, man, and then they just don't even mention him. Like he's not even a footnote, and haha.
Not
But
even
he's
mentioned in passing.
nothing.
For the Me Too movement, because he very much so said some inappropriate things in the first
Listen, again, the 90s. It was the 90s New York City, all right?
He pays the price
But,
for
like,
it though. Like he tries to like catcall April and give her
April
like
puts him in
inappropriate
his
nicknames,
place.
and she's like, "No, fuck, no, bro."
But they don't even
Right.
2 days after everything.
April
They don't
wouldn't
even
have
mention
done
that. Right.
Casey Jones.
It's literally like a couple days after the first movie, and Casey's just off the face of the earth. Like
He
it's
just
wild.
completely never talks to them
Well,
again. Doesn't even come over for a slice. Nothing.
Maybe
Just
it's
not
like
there at
a,
all.
an Iron Man movie right after Avengers. I mean, it's just you're trying to just deal with it on your own. You don't want to have to call everybody for everything single thing.
That's why Iron Man 3 sucks.
I said an Iron Man movie. I didn't specify. I guess Iron Man 3 was right after.
That's
Avengers.
why Iron Man sucks. And the third movie.
Oh, I
Not
thought
the
you meant
second
Iron
movie.
Man in general.
No, I have an Iron Man helmet right there that I have to still figure mention, but no, that's why Iron Man 3 is. Anyways, we're not here to talk about Iron Man.
I'm gonna get Oliver a Dora the Explorer watch to wear with that Iron Man helmet. Was it Dora?
We're connected.
Okay.
I don't know. All right.
Ernie Reyes Jr. was Donatello's fight double in the first movie. Producers loved him so much that they actually created the role of Kino for him.
I love him too.
He could replace the ultra-violent Casey Jones. So he's Casey Jones.
Yes, let's replace the ultra-violent Casey Jones with a young martial artist who beats the shit out of a bunch of dudes.
For not even that, but he was also like
sweaty and he doesn't hit on April.
Okay, Lauren, do the fun fact about Toka and Reza replacing Bebop and Rocksteady next.
Oh, did I put that in here?
Is it on your list?
It should be.
It's not.
Well, that's why they weren't in it, was because they were too violent.
No. So you want me to do the fun fact for this one?
Yes, please.
Yeah, go for it.
So Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, especially Peter Laird, did not love Rocksteady and Bebop because they were creations for the cartoon. They thought they were too boring and one note and too childish. So they decided they were going to replace them and expand the franchise by adding in Toka and Razar, which ended up being kind of boring and kind of one note and kind of stupid. But they were very adamant about not having Rocksteady and Bebop, which is kind of a shame because I still love Rocksteady and Bebop.
Well, their names I remembered, and I did not remember Talk on Razor till I rewatched this. But Rocksteady and
because
Bebop,
Rocksteady and Bebop are staples of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like
I guess that's why
franchise lore. Like, come on.
But I mean, I haven't watched anything with them in it in so long, but those were the names that I remembered in my head.
Yeah.
Well, they're like
I've only watched.
They're like Bulk and Skull when you think of Power Rangers. You know that duo. It's just they are a staple of the Mount Rushmore, if you will, of that franchise. And so I get it. Sometimes as creators, you want to do something different, but it doesn't always pan out, man. No matter how much you do well for the whole property, sometimes you make bad decisions, and this is definitely one of those bad decisions.
But man, I would just kill to see what Jim Henson Studios would have done with Rocksteady and Bebop and a potential Utrom. That would have been amazing,
dude.
We could have got it properly and without the CGI garbage.
So that's the other thing is the suits continue to hold up for me in this movie and are still like one of the best parts.
Oh, Toka and Reza are amazing achievements technically.
Yeah,
like, they're beautiful creatures. They're awesome. So are the turtles, obviously.
Right, and so like to take that away and throw the CGI slop at us that is very ugly and creepy. Yeah. It really does. You do lose a lot of that, I feel, because they're in these suits that you can't emote, you can't do things. but I still feel so much more emotion out of these rubber suits than I have ever gotten in any CGI bullcrap that the turtles have been in.
There's just a tangibility to it. Is what it is.
Yeah.
And it just looks more realistic, and they seem more, it sounds funny to say, but they seem more human.
Yeah.
And it's not jarring in the scenes when they're fighting, because then you're going to see a lot, especially with how good 4K and other technology is. The CGI looks worse, but that's just because like our technology has gotten so crisp and better that it's going to show those inconsistencies. Where if you have things like Lord of the Rings, that's why it holds up. It's practical.
Jurassic Park,
practical. When you have things like this that still look great when we restore them so much later down the line, it's because of the practicality of it all. You know,
it is. Bale, Batman,
yeah.
Well, so speaking of Jim Henson, though, so the Creature Shop was the studio that designed the animatronics that we were talking about.
Oh wow, and,
exactly, I just referenced you. As an homage to the company, the director actually decided to use the front of the building as the front for April's new apartment.
Oh, wow. So April not only was somehow living in a very rich apartment, she got the Henson Creature Shop apartment. Wow.
Yep. And the movie was
in 2 days. That's good for her. All right. I wish we could all fall up as fast as she does. By the way, Kevin Nash was the wrestler. You know, Kevin Nash
was the wrestler.
He was the wrestler.
Big Daddy Diesel. Big sexy, if you will.
Yeah,
not only was he the Russian in The Punisher, which I just watched the other day for the first time.
I need to rewatch that. You made me want to rewatch it.
That movie.
I never watched the other one.
It's so good. Oh, Warzone?
Yeah, but aren't there characters in that movie that are in Deadpool and Wolverine? Or at least one? The guy with the striped shirt?
Yeah, well,
maybe.
I don't know.
The one with Ray Stevenson.
Yeah, that was Warzone.
Yeah, Ray Stevenson was very campy. Anyways, Kevin Nash was Super Shredder. So Kevin Nash made himself a nice living in playing all these funny characters in these kind of movies. And this was obviously the kind of almost the beginning of his wrestling career. He didn't really hit the height of his wrestling career until like the late 90s with NWO and stuff. Then, yes, he was in The Punisher. And now he's actually one of the least problematic wrestlers out there.
Still a good dude.
And he lost his son, too, which sucked.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Kevin Nash speaks out against injustices. John Cena just posts cryptic ass Instagram posts.
I spoke out about injustices.
I could go on and on about John Cena, but we should move on and talk
we should
more about
probably get ready to wrap this up.
Nazis.
We have.
I don't want to know.
Yeah. Take us home. DT, take us home. What are some final thoughts that you have about Secret of the Ooze?
It is still a very fun movie. I still love it because I've been watching it like once a year for the last 35 years. It's obviously a completely different animal from the first movie, but understandably so, because the turtles were just too popular and too lucrative and just too much of a cultural zeitgeist at that point to do something risky like the first movie was. I will always love the first movie. It is like a top 5 movie of all time for me. It always will be. Yeah. Secret of the Ooze, not so much, but still a very fun movie that I am always inclined to watch after watching the first movie.
You know,
so, exactly. Yeah. There's nothing terribly offensive aside from every Asian actor in the movie being voiced by a white dude, but
in the main Foot Clan Ninja being a tall white dude, but you know.
But it's still a fun movie. It's not terribly abrasive, despite being very much modeled after the cartoon, which is wildly popular once that movie came out. It's a great time. It's fun. And there was a lot of times where me and my sister tried to do the Statue of Liberty and catch a ninja slice, and mom and dad had to stop us before we could launch that piece of pizza.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, I will always love Secret of the Ooze. Always.
100%, dude. Lauren, kind of as we wrap this one up, what are your final thoughts on Secret of the Ooze? How do you fondly remember this movie, or maybe not fondly remember it?
I highly fondly remember this movie. I still New Line Cinema. I instantly see Secret of the Ooze. I can tell you what was it.
I always think Mortal Kombat, but that's just because I live for Mortal Kombat.
But you remember, you would watch the commercial for Pizza Hut or whatever with baseball beforehand. There was a commercial for Step Kids that nobody actually saw that movie. I never saw that movie. This was my definite favorite of the trilogy when I was little. I think growing up and rewatching them, I think the first one's definitely better.
Oh, it is. The first one's better, but this one's still
I have more nostalgia for this one.
Fun in a very different way.
I think this is the one I watched the most as a kid.
Yes.
Well, I was going to say this one appeals probably more towards kids because it has that
Yeah.
campiness kind of about it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I would, I would go and like hang out at the babysitter's house when mom and dad were working and like let's order pizza and put on Secret of the Ooze. And like
Nice.
it was just an easy, approachable movie, an easy way for parents or babysitters to kill 90 minutes. So, and I never got tired of it. I got tired of the third movie, which I imagine we'll probably cover together at some point.
We will be covering,
again, I don't even really remember loving that one.
Even as a kid, I saw it in the theater and with my mom and my grandma. And even then I was kind of like, oh, they're not going to make another one after this, are they, Mom? Like, it was just weird. But Secret of the Ooze has that staying power. It's still universally good and approachable for people who just love silly movies to begin with, but especially if you love Ninja Turtles. Like, it's not offensive to the fandom like the third movie was.
And I still quote stuff from the first and the second. I can't tell you anything from the third that I would ever.
Yeah, and it's
I distinctly remember when he put the canister together, and it was like,
oh yeah. I also strongly feel too, again, we in the modern day think that every movie needs to be Oscar worthy, and then movies like Secret of the Ooze remind me that it's okay to have fun with a film again.
I don't know, I think it's Oscar worthy.
Well, for various reasons, sure, but
Splinter deserves an Oscar.
Well, the man deserves like the never dying. I think he went on to become the Undertaker, because he just doesn't die and go away. And so,
Splinter or Shredder?
Shredder. Sorry, I meant Shredder. Sorry, apologies there. Yes, I love this movie, man. I do. I'm with DT on this. It's one of those fond memories that you have, and it's one of those you put it on and you're just giddy.
Yeah. You're not with me on this. Who said the exact same thing?
He's with you, but he's also against you.
If you're not with me, you're against me, and I had to go with
only
DT.
The Sith deal in absolutes.
So yeah, DT, dude, I know that you have recently done a lot of cool stuff, including kind of craft your own video games. So as we wrapped up, like, why don't you tell people about your dope ass YouTube channel and about like the cool shit that you do, man? Because it is such a pleasure knowing you and talking to you every day.
Yeah, dude, we literally like the three of us like now talk every day. We have for years.
It's weird when I don't hear from you on a day.
Yeah.
And same with Lauren. I'll if I don't hear from either of you guys.
Are you okay?
Exactly. I do. If I don't hear from you guys, I kind of like will go through and I'm like, did I miss something? Like, it's weird because it is just like the last, however many years. So
it's kind of the point where, and I don't want to go over time, but it's kind of the point where I can't remember what our first conversation was. Like, you guys were just like the elves in Tolkien, where you just like appeared in my lives and just always been there and will always.
We all joined the fellowship together, and here we are.
Right? Yeah.
Fear has a lot to do with that too.
That's probably fair.
Yeah. Well, there's so much overlap too. And again, just like, dude, I'm always in awe of just the cool shit that you do.
Thanks, man.
Like, especially through your channel, because again, you were like one day just popped up and, hey, I created this game. So what? Tell me, please. Because I've never properly gotten to ask you about it. I've looked in and I'm just still amazed.
Yeah, so I do a YouTube channel called Space Castle, and you can find it at youtube.com/@spacecastleshow. And what I do is it's basically like me out in outer space with, don't tell anybody, but it's a green screen. It's not real. With me and like,
space? Oh my God,
my
Neil
computer
Armstrong
sidekick.
and DT
Right.
both faked it.
So we explore deep space, and while we're out there floating around, we just kind of go over all sort of different topics that appeal to nerds. So like classic cartoons, old movies, horror movies, video games, like whatever kind of like.
Still waiting for an invite to Real Drunk, but that's okay.
It'll happen, man. It'll happen. Yeah. But no, I got to a point where the YouTube channel actually has hit, I think, this month it was 3 years of being. It used to be a podcast way back in the day. Now it's a YouTube channel. It's been going on for 3 years, and I wanted to do something weird and crazy and wild. And I've always wanted to make a video game. So I took all of the lore and all the silly nonsense I built up over the last 3 years, and I made an actual functioning Game Boy game. And then I flashed it onto cartridges, and then I made cardboard boxes. I had them printed out, and I'm in the process of sending them out to the people on the Patreon. But yeah, like the ROM is out there on the Discord, and I've shared it with a bunch of people, and it's just something I always wanted to do. And I'm gonna kind of push my own bicep, like Brian in the Breakfast Club, and
so cool.
it came out really good, man. Like it's something I always wanted to do, and
Saturday morning vibes all throughout it, man.
Yeah.
It is really fucking cool. It really
Thanks,
is.
man.
And
thank you.
For anybody who might not like joining, especially the Discord, there's so many great people in there, and the things that you do and talk to, it's there's so much overlap, but that's what I love is we're in each other's lives so much. So thank you again for just hanging out with us, man. As always, having a beer. We've got a lot. Lauren's just kind of there. Oh, she was frozen. I thought you were frozen. I'm gonna be honest. You looked frozen. I was like, no, Lauren's frozen. Yeah, no, it's special. So thanks for making this a tradition and being a part of our lives every single day and getting to chat some really fucking awesome movies.
Likewise, man. Let's never Casey Jones each other, okay? Let's not like eat each other out of our lives.
I'm gonna call the cops. I'm not waiting for that. They must be gone for 24 hours. Yeah, we were gonna meet up, but DT decided to go to New York City when I go to MegaCon, which we have an extra ticket for.
Colorado. Oh, we do.
We do. DT, we also have an extra ticket for MegaCon, but we do need to go to Colorado.
I'm going to be in New York City. I'm going to be in the home city of the Turtles for the first time in my life. True.
Well,
I actually thought about getting a Ninja Turtle tattoo while I'm out there.
Dude, you should.
Oh, I don't know. It's expensive, and I don't know if I have the time.
I've been trying to talk Lauren into tattoos every time I might go to Orlando. So,
also, side note, I need a really nice tattoo. That's dope.
Actually,
what's that?
I have a turtle. It's not a Ninja Turtle. It's just a turtle tattoo. I really
valid.
Lauren's gonna get a Wolverine one. I'm gonna get a Daredevil one at this con because it's our first cosplay. So
that's awesome. Oh, I've seen that before.
Yeah, the shell's a hop. So it's a hop turtle.
Lauren, you need to get the Wolverine knuckles tattooed on the backs of your hands.
I can't do another Logan tattoo because Brielle already thinks this is for my son because it's a nod to my husband wanted to name Logan Ocean Joe, and I was like, "What is he going to live on the beach and like sell surfboards?" No,
you see Florida, so maybe why not? Yeah.
We named him Logan Joe or Logan Joseph. So my girlfriends, when they were at Tortuga Music Festival when I was pregnant and couldn't go, they adopted a baby sea turtle and named him Ocean Joe. So his name is Ocean Joe. And so Brielle's like, if you get a Wolverine tattoo, that's 2 tattoos named after the youngest.
Now you have to go get a Mal tattoo for Descendants. Sorry,
just tell her he's the favorite. So. Like it makes sense.
He's the middle child. I can't do that to her.
It's true. It is
You're gonna give her Jan Brady syndrome. Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Kaylee. Yes. She says
we are gonna meet up. We will make it happen.
DG's
gonna stop ducking me. But unfortunately, folks, we are out of time.
We're gonna get Ninja Turtle tattoos. I'm getting Leo.
I'm getting Oh, damn it! Fine. I'll get Michelangelo.
Arm wrestle.
You know what? I'll get Master Splinter because
I can. Donnie. So
everybody, go subscribe to DT's YouTube channel. The links in the show notes. Check us out each and every week. MegaCon's coming up. We are now about a week and a half away. Lauren and I just found out today that Jimmy Palmiotti will be joining us for our Daredevil channel or a Daredevil panel, I should say.
Oh shit, dude, that's awesome.
And what an amazing segue because the Ninja Turtles were based on Daredevil.
Yeah, they were, and not to mention, we will be hosting an event at Rock Pit Brewing Sunday, as MegaCon closes down from 5:30 to about 8. We are going to be hosting a fun get together.
They got barbecue, they got beer. It's also a distillery.
It's a fun, nerdy typed brewery there as well. So, and then if you see us, one of the days we'll be cosplaying. I'll be Daredevil. She will be Laura Kinney's Wolverine, but old
woman,
she says.
Laura.
Must be old. And come find us.
I'm old enough to be your mom, so I'm old.
I expect drunk texts and videos from both of you that night.
You probably will.
No.
Not even just that night. You're gonna probably each night. So
fair. I'm gonna see Matt naked for the second time.
Yeah. Look at my turtle.
Look at my nutsack.
Turtle.
On that note, everybody, subscribe. We'll see you next week.